Self-improvement. If this is something you know you need to master, stick around till the end of this short video where I let you know how to get the free resource guide that accompanies this video. There comes a moment in every life when the mirror becomes a battlefield, not against the reflection you see, but against the reflection you refuse to become. That quiet war between who you are and who you could be, that is the path of self-improvement. Not comfort, not success, not applause. Improvement. The invisible work when no one's watching. The hard choices when no one claps. The inner dialogue that whispers, "You are not done yet." This isn't about perfection. This is about progress with purpose. Because the people who change their lives, they aren't built differently. They decide differently. Self-improvement starts where blame ends. The moment you stop pointing fingers and start raising your standards, because the world owes you nothing. Not clarity, not a second chance, not even understanding. But you owe yourself everything. The discipline, the hunger, the vision of what your life could become. Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." That wasn't a clever quote. That was a warning. If your mindset is poisoned by doubt, your actions will sabotage your destiny. But if your mind is trained, not just motivated, trained to see problems as fuel, setbacks as strategy, and rejection as redirection, you become dangerous to mediocrity. That's the first law of improvement. Your mindset is the foundation, and foundations don't bend. They hold. Then comes belief. The silent architect of every dream ever built. Every great man and woman you admire, Carnegie, Edison, Mandela, Disney. They didn't start with credentials. They started with belief. A belief that something more was possible, even if they didn't yet know how. Even if the world called them delusional. You can't improve what you don't believe deserves to be improved. So ask yourself, do you believe your future deserves more than your excuses? Now, belief without clarity is chaos. You need a vision, not a wish, not a fantasy, a vision. Something you see in your soul so clearly, it becomes more real than your current circumstances. Steve Jobs saw the iPhone when everyone else saw buttons. Walt Disney saw theme parks in swamps. Rosa Parks saw freedom from a bus seat. The world bends not to the strongest, but to the clearest. So write the vision, see the vision, own the vision, even when no one else does. From vision, you will awaken something deeper. Purpose, not pleasure, not applause. Purpose. Pleasure fades. Applause stops. But purpose, that pulls you through the storm. People with purpose don't wait for the right time. They build it. They don't fear hard work. They respect it. Because every drop of sweat is currency paid toward meaning. When you wake up and you know why you're here, mediocrity becomes offensive. You can't stand it. You'll do what others won't, not because you're better, but because you're clearer. But vision and purpose mean nothing without discipline. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you must become. It's the decision to do what's right, even when it's inconvenient, painful, or unseen. Muhammad Ali said he hated every minute of training, but he trained anyway. Because champions aren't built in the ring, they're built in the dark. When no one's watching, when the crowd is silent, when the results don't show. Self-improvement is not a leap. It's a daily vote, and discipline is the ballot. Now, once you build discipline, you must take massive action. Not cautious, not calculated, massive. Every breakthrough is on the other side of action, waiting, watching, to see if you're serious. No plan survives the battlefield, but action adapts. Action learns. Action builds momentum, and momentum crushes fear. Don't just consume information. Convert it. Transform knowledge into power, and power into movement. But in all the motion, don't forget the weapon most people overlook. Gratitude. Gratitude isn't passive. It's activating. It reminds you that you've already overcome more than you remember. It turns your past from an anchor into armor. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. And that is priceless. And when life hits, and it will, you need the ability to adapt. Self-improvement is not linear. It's brutal. You'll fail. You'll fall. You'll question everything. But if you can pivot without quitting, you become resilient. Resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being rebuildable. Abraham Lincoln lost more elections than he won before he changed a nation. Oprah was told she was unfit for TV. Edison failed over 1,000 times before the light bulb. You know what separates them? They refused to stay broken. Finally, you must learn, constantly, because the minute you stop learning, you start dying. Your next level will demand a next level you. Invest in books, in mentors, in conversations that challenge your thinking. Refuse comfort zones. Refuse ignorance. Refuse to settle. Every level of your life will demand a stronger mindset, a sharper skill set, and a deeper emotional maturity. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. So, improve the system, and the results will chase you. Self-improvement is the rebellion against mediocrity. It is the decision to wage war on your limitations. Rise, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. This isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than the version of you that gave up yesterday. You were not born to exist. You were born to evolve. So today, raise your standard, sharpen your focus, walk with vision, act with fire. If this video helped you, subscribe to the Drive Time Motivation channel for more powerful insights. As our thank you for subscribing, head down to the description below for a copy of the guide that accompanies this video and can help you on your journey of self-improvement. And remember, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for, and the work starts now.